Hey guys, and happy 30th anniversary to PlayStation. Hope you're all staying safe out there in this current storm Dara that we're having. So I'm stuck in the house today because I've got a bit of car trouble. So what better way than to spend a day making videos about PlayStation and video games? So I've always been a PlayStation guy, never bothered with Xbox, from having PlayStation 1 up to the current PlayStation 5. And I thought I'd do a little bit of a series then, 5 videos, just sharing with you guys my favourite games and memories from PlayStation 1 all the way up to 5. There's quite a lot as well. So, before PlayStation, I was still going between my NES and Mega Drive, and then I had dabbled into PC gaming. But because I didn't have the best PC in the world, and I was getting confused over what specs you needed to install the games and to run them, I decided to switch to PlayStation. I went to my dad and said, "Oh look, can you buy me a PlayStation because I'm gonna have to install the games." And he did just play straight away. So yeah, he bought me a PlayStation, and the rest is history. So I've got a little tower of games in front of me, and I thought I'd share some of them with you. I've handpicked them. I can't see them in just by there. All my PlayStation 1 games are that pile there, just above the PS2. Yeah, left quite a few up there because I didn't want to go on and on in this video. And that's probably the shortest game collection I've got out of all the PlayStation games. Got PS2 there, some there, then you got PS3 all the way down there. You can't see off screen there, and up above me is PlayStation 4 and 5. Of course, I didn't have a job back then because I was too young, so I had to rely on my parents to buy me games. So, the first game I've chosen for my collection is Anakin Nakova Smash Court Tennis. And I'm not much into tennis, I'll be honest, but my friend had this, Chris, and we used to go over his house and play this. I have a friend Mike as well, whether it's playing like doubles or singles. But it was really, I found it to be a really fun game. And you can unlock Pac-Man, I think, on this as well. So this is not my original copy, because I didn't have an original copy as a kid. I just I either borrowed it off Chris, or we'd, like I said, go over his house and play it. Love that game. And I bought this back maybe from Super Tomato, I think, in Cardiff, a few years ago. And yes, I have had a good few games on it. So that's the first one, Anakin Nakova Smash Court Tennis. Besides that, I don't think I've got any other tennis games. Maybe for the Wii U, I think I've got Mario Tennis, which I've never actually played. I've got a few games I've bought and actually never played. Don't ask, I don't know. So the next one then, I know Steve likes this, Retro Red Steve, Bust-a-Move 2. This is great fun. And of course, starring Bub and Bob, so you know my love for Bubble Bobble on the Commodore 64, so had to buy this. Didn't buy it. This is one of the original games that actually came with the console itself. I think mine came with Bust-a-Move 2, WWF Warzone, now known as WWE, Max Power Racing, and I think there was a football game. Was there? I think so. Can't see it up on the shelf though. Anyway, so yeah, so Bust-a-Move 2 is one of those. Really enjoyed that. And it's it's a nice, simple game rather than like a in-depth game. Just shooting the same colour bubbles. I think you have to get 3 or 4 in a row or something and to break them. Not bad. Of course, I can't mention PlayStation without this mascot, Crash Bandicoot Warped. What a game. I love the Crash Bandicoot games. Never had Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2 for PlayStation, so I must have again borrowed those off my friends growing up. I remember I was abroad on holiday. Where was I? Skinfoss in Greece. There was a bar there that you could play Crash Bandicoot on, so I think you could pay for an hour's play. So my parents would have a drink, I'd be playing on Crash Bandicoot or playing pool afterwards, something like that. And yeah, but I bought Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I love the fact that you could ride a motorcycle and had a bazooka that fired apples. I've got Crash Bandicoot around here somewhere. He's up there. He's hiding around the corner. Don't know if you can see it on there. It's got the crate next to him as well. I've actually got one of the lights in my bedroom, the crate, the explosive, TNT, that's it. Yeah, but love playing this game, and I do have the, I love my platformers. Do have the trilogy that was released on Was it PlayStation 4, I think it was? Awesome stuff. Played through them all. I fancy playing it again now. I fancy playing a lot of these games again now. I'm currently playing through Robocop on PlayStation 5, and that's a great game. I'm tempted to go back to these today. Right then, so this is another classic, Dino Crisis 2. I did have Dino Crisis 1. I've lent it to a friend years ago, and I haven't had it back, and I'm not sure who I lent it to. But I think it's long gone now, so hopefully, if you're watching this, please give it back. Should I buy Dino Crisis back? Possibly. Yeah, so I love this. It's basically Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. I think this might be on the PlayStation Store. I'm going to have to have a look, actually. Wouldn't mind if they did a HD remake of this. I would buy it. But yeah, that was class. I love Dino Crisis. I like dinosaurs. Jurassic Park, all that stuff. So anything like that, great stuff. Okay, so next up we have none other than Driver. Love this game. Despite the notoriously difficult start where you were in that garage and you had to pull off all the moves in order to pass your driving test and get on with the game. Yeah, not the... why did you do that, guys? I mean, that's not the greatest thing to implement into a game. I wonder how many kids were playing this and never got past that part. I remember one of my mates was over, we were trying to do this, and I was there. I was like, oh, I didn't do it. And he said, yes, you did, look. And I've just passed the last thing on the list just in time. I was like, yes! But I've got great memories of Driver. Some laugh out loud moments with my friends. I think that there was kind of different multiplayer modes you could play. And me and my friend Chris were playing on a split screen. And I think you had to stay in close proximity of each other, driving around. Otherwise, like, it would be game over, something like that. And we're watching the split screens, and driving along this like grassy field, suddenly, like, I disappear. He's still going. And he said, where have you gone? I was like, what do you mean where I've gone? I've gone up here. And I was like, I can't see you either. And then we're looking at Chris's split screen. All you can see then suddenly is Mike go with like a slow motion fall off his top of a hill. It's funnier in person than it sounds, but it was so fun. So then after Driver, of course, picked up Driver 2. Again, some of the modes on here are great. I think it was like, yeah, split screen cop chases, special games, so that's what we were kind of doing. When the cops chased you and hit your car as well, you'd bounce everywhere, go flying. It was mental. Driver 2, I think you'd actually get out of the car in this one as well. It's like a kind of, GTA. But in the first game, you were in the car all the time. And in the second, yeah, it's going more kind of Grand Theft Auto style. Oh man, there were some good moments actually. I remember some Easter eggs on this game. Okay, so what have I got here next? Fear Effect. Oh, one of the games is loose in here. Hang on, the discs. It's not that one. I hate picking up a case and hearing a loose disc. There you go. Yeah, I love this game. It was a bit different. Had some shocking moments, I think, surprising moments for me, which is why I think I liked it more. I was like, ooh, that's one hell of a way to die. Things like that. But yeah, it's quite entertaining. A familiar place at another time, three self-motivated and ruthless mercenaries conspire to track down a young runaway and ransom her off to her father. Ooh. Were they evil all along then? But yeah, I completed that, enjoyed that game. I've got Fear Effect 2 as well at Retro Helix up there, but never got too far on that. That is one I bought back only a few years ago when I got back into my PlayStation 1 collecting as well. Right, time for some RPGs, and this is one I loved. I know it's not that one. It is Grandia. First discovered Grandia, borrowed this off my mate in school. He went on and on and on and on and on and on about it, and I was like, all right, then I'll borrow it and see what it's like. And it's one of my favorite RPGs. I've played Grandia 2 on PlayStation 2. I've never had Grandia 3. I'm not sure if it was released over here or not. I think it was American only release, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, Grandia is a great story. I think it stars like Justin and friends on an epic journey for a captivating storyline, providing over 80 hours of intensive gameplay. Yeah, the graphics on this, the story, I just loved it. So I bought that, I think at one of the Play Expos I went to. So Grandia. And sticking with the RPG themes, and yes, it is that game. Of course, I've got to mention Final Fantasy VII, and the reason I bought a PlayStation. So it wasn't just the fact that I was doing PC gaming and the some of the games were installed for me. I first bought Final Fantasy VII on PC, and it would install. It would get as far as the intro movie, and it would always freeze. My mate tried on his PC, and it worked fine. So in the end, I persuaded my dad to buy me a PlayStation, and that was one of the first games I bought off my mate in school. I remember that. I didn't even know much about this game at the time, just the fact that everybody was banging on about it, and I'm like, what are they talking about? What's this Final Fantasy malarkey? Because I didn't buy many PlayStation magazines those days, so I didn't see it advertised. But I did do a bit of research and had a look online, and I was like, this looks different, looks cool. My first proper RPG, I call this, and yes, I know I've spoken about it 500 times, but it is that good. The story, the blocky graphics, the music, and like I said, it's the first kind of turn-based game that I officially recognise that was my first, and I will always love that game. Been playing the remakes, Final Fantasy VII Remake, when that came out. That was good, but then Rebirth this year, beginning of the year, blew it completely out of the water for me. I loved it. That's my game of the year. Final Fantasy Rebirth brought back a lot of memories. There's so many good memories in that. And I know a lot of people just love the original and don't want the remake, but I loved it. I mean, I've always got the original. So seeing a bit of different version of Final Fantasy and seeing what they've done to the characters, giving them voices, slightly changing the storyline a bit, but there was enough in there that, you know, represented the original. I was like, yeah, this game is awesome. And another game that's awesome is Metal Gear Solid. Remember in the good old days then, some of these games were like, came on several discs. So I never had Metal Gear Solid. Again, this is a game that I bought. This is a game I bought a few years back with the others, but bought this off friends again, and I loved it. Again, something completely different, like, you know, being stealth. I can't think of it. There you go. Tactical espionage action. That's what I was thinking of. Espionage. Playing as obviously Snake, using, was it the codex or the codec to talk to people, and yeah, it is just awesome. Some of the enemies in the boss fights, sneaking around, using the box to hide in. I mean, come on. I was going to buy the Metal Gear Solid collection actually. Still thinking of doing that, but yeah, Metal Gear Solid. I never finished this game. Never. So, Psycho Mantis, remember him? I know the Cyborg Ninja. Maybe I will go back and play that soon just to say I finished it. Okay, so up next we have none other than Resident Evil 2. Awesome game. Did not own Resident Evil, so I haven't got that. And I never finished it either. I always got close to the end, like Metal Gear Solid, but never managed to complete it. But Resident Evil 2 was a classic. I have finished this one. I have played the remake. I love that as well. It's just great, isn't it? Again, a totally different type of game that I never played before. I never played a survival horror game before Resident Evil, unless you can kind of count Mortal Kombat as kind of, maybe not survival horror, but horror and gory. This was definitely the ticket. And one of the best entries in the series, in my opinion. I've also got Resident Evil 3 Nemesis up there. Loved Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's how I get back on track. And the latest entries, was it Resident Evil Village? Love that. Again, can't mention PlayStation without another mascot, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. This one is Chronicles. The first Tomb Raider game I played was Tomb Raider 2. With my friends' house again on PC. And I had it on PC and it worked absolutely fine. I thought, in my head that I had it on PlayStation, but I mustn't have had it. But on PlayStation, the titles I've got is Tomb Raider Chronicles and Tomb Raider Last Revelation. And on PC, I had 2 and 3. And recently been playing the trilogy this year, HD trilogy of Tomb Raider. Completed 1 and 2, and then the third game, some bugs were annoying me too much, and I decided to stop. But yeah, I'm not sure if I ever finished this, to be honest, Tomb Raider Chronicles, but Lara Croft. And the last game I'm going to show you guys today is none other than WWE SmackDown. So my original one, like I said, was Warzone, but I loved the SmackDown series, and this started it. Love my wrestling, still watch wrestling to this day. So you got Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and the Big Show on the back. Al Snow with a shopping cart today, a trolley going into the Big Boss Man. The Hardys, oh my gosh, look at the graphics. How things used to be, like, crazy. And yeah, I still buy the wrestling games to this date. I did leave them for a few years, and now I've gone back to them. The current WWE 2K24, it's pretty much got everything you need for a wrestling game. The only thing I do miss maybe to have some more crazy moments in like hardcore matches, Extreme Rules, rather than just using like a sledgehammer, chair, kendo stick kind of thing. There's some wacky and crazy items, and you know. Anyway guys, those are some of my PlayStation memories. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what yours are in the comments below. And yeah, I'll do another one of these, showcasing my favourite PlayStation 2 games and memories. Thank you for watching, and boom, more PlayStation soon.